How do you feel about 1.7 billion? It's a good number. I feel great about 1.2 billion that I got for the owner of the Marlins when I was selling that franchise. I think the Rays are despondent beyond repair that they announced on the same week, the same day, that they're selling their team for $1.7 billion. And the Lakers went for $10 billion. Same news cycle. I'm talking, of course, about the moment that everyone's been waiting for. Will you put that, Coca? Can we edit that for a clip right next to this? We're talking about a moment that no one has been waiting for. How much are we excited that the Tampa Bay Rays are finally selling? Stu Sternberg, couple rumors about this that aren't true. One, MLB is forcing Stu Sternberg to sell. Wrong. Two, Stu Sternberg has entered into a sales agreement and a purchase agreement with a guy named Patrick Zalupski. Wrong. He has entered into an exclusive negotiating period. An exclusive negotiating period is when you are selling your team and you have a group of buyers, 2, 3, 4 different buyers. And you look at one of the buyers and you say, "Hi, I am happy to negotiate with only you for the next 90 days. But if we don't consummate our relationship and go full Madonna, then I would like a breakup fee because I will have wasted 3 months moving forward with the other groups, and some of those other groups may not want to wait for me. Therefore, I will give you this right to exclusively negotiate with me, but you will pay me if we do not get a signed deal that is approved by baseball." That is what's happening with the Rays. They've chosen a group that they want to go exclusive with. Newsflash. The Marlins did the same thing. And guess what? The exclusive negotiating period was not with Bruce Sherman and Derek Jeter. It was with a different group, a never identified group. Why? Because we were interested in an exclusive negotiating period to see if that group would go higher than any of the other groups. And when they didn't, then you go back to the other groups and say, "Are you sure you don't want the team?" "Well, we definitely want the team." "All right, that'll be 1.2. "You sure?" "Yep." The Rays are going through the same thing. Everyone's excited because does this mean they're building in Tampa? Are the Orlando Dreamers and Barry Larkin so upset because there is definitely going to be a stadium in Tampa? I don't know where you're getting that, nor do I think that you should read into this transaction as a guarantee that there'll be a new facility in the Tampa region. What it does mean is what we speculated all along. There will be no stadium in St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is off the table. You might as well start building the affordable housing, the hotels, the commercial real estate. Do it now. You are not getting the anchor tenant. Spend that money to fix the Trop. Might as well take that money and flush it down the Toity Bowl. But spend it. Get the Trop ready. Let the Rays play there another couple of years. You may get a 1-year extension out of it if they can't get a stadium built elsewhere. Or could it be that Tampa would move to Sacramento to play in the AAA park after the Avs move to Vegas in that on-time building in 31 months that's being built on 9 acres? Wow, that would be something. That would be the woman from PTFO who spins the 50 plates while on a unicycle. People are concerned, very concerned right now that the new owner of the Rays may not be wealthy enough. He's a home builder, by the way. And one of the people in the group, our AA team that then was our AAA team, was a team in Jacksonville. And they weren't called the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp back then, Coca. I don't exactly remember what they were called. Ken Babby is the owner of that team. He is rumored to be in the group that is buying the Rays. And it's hard not to think of the possibility of the Tampa Rays moving to Jacksonville to share a stadium with the Shrimp for a year while the new building is being built in Tampa or Orlando or somewhere. Though it would be not perfect for Major League Baseball. This entire situation is not perfect, other than we have the possibility of a deal with a new owner in Tampa, where there is a possibility of a new stadium in Tampa with public officials who don't want to do business with Sternberg, but believe me, they would instead of losing their team. Hi, I'm aware of this. No one wanted to do business with us except we're all they had. Therefore, there was a deal done, and now we've got beautiful Marlins Park. So we are a couple years away from understanding the impact of a sale like this. It makes perfect sense for Mr. Sternberg, who is an investment banker, Wall Street guy, to get out of this team. They've had a hugely successful run from a value standpoint, but for them to risk spending money on their own ballpark, the way a John Fisher is in Oakland in theory, for them to risk that is not a wise use of pennies. Therefore, what you do is you sell and you get someone else to take on that obligation and that problem. And that's what the Rays will be doing. Now, baseball is in a funny position right now because they want to approve this transaction. There is some concern that Patrick Zalewski is not wealthy enough. There's concern that his money all comes from building homes. He's the CEO of Dream Finders Homes. Get it? It's your dream to find a home, and we'll charge you just a little bit over market. No, I'm not impugning him. You know that. But if there's any sort of housing recession, his net worth goes down, his revenue goes down, his company goes down. Not exactly Steve Cohen buying the Rays, which, by the way, is a positive for the Yankees and Red Sox and Orioles and Blue Jays. Two big-time transactions going on right now, and thinking about the Rays finally selling, thinking about the Lakers, who no one thought would be sold to Mark Walter, and you got yourself one heck of a week in sports business.